Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your bi-weekly reading for the end of June, June 16th to June 30th with me, Cindy. And first I'm going to say, I think there's a reason I did my readings in the order that I did. So there's been stories unfolding for many of the zodiacs. You are the second last one that I'm doing. I'm going to do Libra after this. And it's interesting because there's energy coming towards you. This energy right here, this gazelle card. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, you might want to go and see the Scorpio video that I uploaded yesterday previous to this one, because this was their underlying energy. And they were dealing with someone that they felt was being deceitful to them. And that's an underlying card you have. So there's that. And then Sagittarius, if any of you are dealing with Sagittarius in like a romantic sense or a deep relationship or hoping for a deep relationship, I would go and watch that video because you guys came up as their card for the zodiac. And it was again, Sagittarius was feeling almost like they didn't quite trust the person that they were getting this love intention from. So it feels to me like there's a lot of miscommunication going on. Like we really all need to open up and talk to each other and express our feelings. Because it feels like there's some kind of rift happening here. And I'm feeling a little bit like Virgo is kind of getting like a few of this. So the deceit card, so the energy oracle card is the first deck that I shuffled. I wanted to get your basic energy, the energy around you. So when I do these cards, this is a three-dimensional energy. This is the energy of people in place right now around you or thinking about you. Now, the card that came out was the thinking woman. So, and I'm sorry the light is a little low. It's very early in the morning here. I'm trying to get this out to you guys as quickly as I can because it is June the 16th today. So it's the thinking woman. And I know Virgos are really, you guys are very analytical. Like you really think about situations. You analyze in a sense how people react and work within a situation so that you can make a good decision about how you want to proceed. Now, with the deceit card though, there's someone around you that isn't being completely honest. They're holding something back. If you can look closely at this card, you can see that there's money falling out of their hand. So I feel like this card for you is kind of warning you that somebody might be sticking their hand in the till or in the cookie jar when you're not looking. Someone's not being completely honest about maybe money that the two of you share together, and they're holding some of it back and you're not aware of that. There's some sort of, it's deceit. There's a cut and dry card. It's pretty much what it is. And the person's also hiding behind a curtain, but they're watching you. So they're trying not to get caught. Just, you and Scorpio really had heavy energy coming into your reading. So let's try to get it figured out, shall we? So I feel like you're thinking about a situation. Maybe you're slightly suspicious about this deceit energy that's going on. Whatever it is, we're going to see how the players come out here. So this side, so this is, I want to call this more spirit-based energy. This is also energy that may be coming towards you in the future from a three-dimensional entity, like a person. So this person, the direction that they're choosing right now, the paths that they are on will lead to this energy coming towards you. So this is in the future in a sense, this energy. And then on this side, this is you in terms of how you on your path will deal with that energy. So this could be a spirit-based energy. The universe is delivering something to you, or there's energy coming towards you from people in your environment. And this is how you'll deal with it. So you got the Firefly, you got 3 cards. I actually asked for 2, and you got 3 cards. So you got, air, earth, and fire in your sign. And again, this was the underlying energy for Scorpio the gazelle. So you got the firefly card. So this is very fleeting energy, but this is really good energy. It's very good energy, but it's very fleeting. It's very fleeting. If you think about a firefly, if you see them out in the night, like you see the little glow and it's gone. And then you can't see it. It's just dark. And then the glow was there the last time you saw it. And all of a sudden it's way over here. It's way over here, like the glow, right? So it moves around and it's very fleeting. I feel a little bit like it's communication coming towards you. It might be hard for you to grasp it. This person is, and I want to say it's an air sign. I'm feeling there's something very significant in the alchemical symbols that we're getting on these cards right now, because you have been showing up in other readings, and other readings energy is showed up in yours as well. So this is an air sign. It could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, someone, or just someone with a lot of air. They have a message for you. It's a good message, but it's fleeting, and it may be hard to get it out of them. Maybe they're being shy about it. Maybe there's a little bit of deceit behind it. So we can try to investigate more why they're being deceitful. Sometimes if their back is up against the wall, or they're in a very awkward situation, they feel they have no other choice but to hide something, because they're also trying to protect themselves. So with wolf, so this is a ground energy or an earth energy, but it is very grounded. So wolf pretty much owns its territory, and wolf is also a great pack animal. So wolf is a protector. Now this is energy coming towards you. Again, I'm feeling like this message, this fleeting energy is being protected by this person. Earth energy, so you're looking at Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Now, wolf on the I don't want to say the bad end, but maybe the negative end of this card. So a wolf can be very expectant in how others behave around him or her. So when wolf is raising their own cubs, those cubs are expected to follow in the footprints when they're following in line, right? Wolf expects everyone to follow in the footprints. So if you don't follow in the footprints, wolf can get a little bit upset that you're not following in their footprints. Gosh, I'm saying this message and I'm feeling like I had that in Scorpio too. I would go check out the Scorpio video. I'm going to go check it out again. I'm sure I said that to Scorpio. This could be, you could be dealing with Scorpio here. There's something going on. You guys are not communicating properly. Each of you, there's an expectation. I feel like there's an expectation from this card, and you're not fulfilling it to them. So they're feeling like they're holding something back from you. And Gazelle is fire energy. So we could say, it could be Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and again, you guys came up in Sagittarius's reading. It's really funny. You guys are all over the place in people's readings, so you're very active socially. So Gazelle is very intently watching. Gazelle is watching and waiting. Do I need to move quickly now? Gazelle is also very fast. This is very fast energy. It's pretty debatable which is faster, gazelle or cheetah. Like this is an evolutionary game that is played between those two animals, right? Like there are some gazelles that are faster than cheetahs, and those are the ones that get to reproduce. And there's some cheetahs that are faster than gazelles, and those are the ones that get to eat and reproduce and provide sustenance for their tribe. So it's a very fast energy. I feel like this, it's fleeting, but it's true. It glows with truth, but it may be hard to see the truth or to keep up with the truth, maybe because there's darkness between the light of the firefly, right? So maybe there's some untruths between the truths. I know it sounds confusing, but it is it's awkward when there's deceit, because we're trying to figure out why someone's being deceitful. I don't want to just say someone is an asshole and this is how they're treating you. Maybe it is, but most people have something. Everyone views everything in their own way, right? So why is this person feeling like this? Because they don't feel that you're towing their line. And I hate to say this, but if you know Scorpio can pick and choose the truths, because they do often have everyone has their own goal, and Scorpio has their own goal, and how they try to serve that goal is picking and choosing the truths that serve their goal the best. So you could be dealing with a situation like that, and this person is ready to take off. This person is watching, and their energy is, I mean, they're still laying there, but they're watching you. They're really watching you, and they're ready to go if it doesn't look good for them anymore. But you guys, you're so sweet here with Black Egg and Beaver. So your energy is quite sweet. So you have the Black Egg card coming in, and this does not have an alchemical symbol of earth, air, or fire. This is spirit. So this is a spirit-based energy that you are harnessing in this situation. And you have Beaver, which is grounded. Beaver is very hard-working. Beaver is such a hard-working little guy, and he's happy about his work. Like, he does the work, and he knows that it serves his den, or what do they call that the beavers live in again? I don't remember, but like, there's a big purpose there. They are born to work in a sense. With the Black Egg, this is something deep inside you in terms of communication. So this is your truth. The Black Egg is your truth hatching out. So you need to speak your truth. This is definitely what Spirit is telling you right now. You've really put the work in. You are hard work, like your energy is showing really nicely here. So whatever's going on, I feel like it's miscommunication, and this Black Egg is about Spirit asking you, or Spirit nudging you, or assisting you in hatching out this deeper truth for yourself and bringing that out. And I think that's going to help a situation. Now, there's combined energy for you in this process. So this is the underlying card that was underneath the deck for the Untamed Wild Animal Spirit. So this is the Snake card. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, snake, more deceit. But no, not really. So the snake is a ground or earth energy. It's very grounded. But snake is protecting something for you here. Snake, and this is the flower of life. So this is very, very deep connection to universal energies, universal consciousness, in a sense that it will feed intuition. So when your intuition is being fed, your truth can be spoken in a very enlightened manner, right? And in a sense, like a very calm, and just knowing this is my truth, and if you can't accept it, that's okay. We can move on, and I will move on, and you move on, right? Like, it's just a very natural progression to resolving something that may be based on miscommunication. There was something else I wanted to say about snake. Oh yeah, so you can see all the light shining out of this. It's being held for you. Snake is protecting it, and it hasn't quite hatched out. So I feel that, and remember, this is energy that's coming towards you. It may not quite be here yet. So this is ready to hatch out for you, almost like an epiphany moment. You're going to have some clarity that's going to help you speak your truth. Okay, so let's get some clarifying cards here. I'd like to see if I can get a clarifying card on the Deceit card. If we can get a little more information, I'm going to do something different here. Usually this is another animal spirit deck. Usually I'll pull all these out and then I'll go to tarot. I want to specifically get another animal spirit card for the Deceit card, and then I'm going right to the tarot for that card. So we're going to hit that one right away. So what can Virgo be told? What information do you have for Virgo about this Deceit card? What does Virgo need to know about this Deceit card? Oh, we got two. What did we get here? Swan Spirit, time for deep dive. Turkey Spirit, give with gratitude and grace. Interesting. And it's interesting, in a sense, the synchronicity, 60 and 61. So with Swan Spirit, it's time for deep dive. It's time to look. Typically, this card is asking you to look deeper within yourself, which I think is part of the message here. But I think it's time to look deeper into someone else. You may be trying to fool yourself, or you can't believe that this person would be deceiving you in this way. But you need to know the truth. So it definitely is time to look deeper into this situation. things are coming to a head, so to speak. And if you do not want to be taken advantage of, we'll put that there. You do need to look deeper into it. So don't, you know how sometimes you can put blinders on? We just want to, and maybe that's what's been going on a bit here with working very hard with this beaver. You really don't want to believe that this person has been deceiving you, but you're going to have to look deeper. Give with gratitude and grace. So this card to me is basically saying, you know what, as bad as this energy is around this other person, don't let that energy be contagious. Don't allow yourself to get into that sort of deceitful, untrustful energy, because it just brings bad karma towards you. If this is this person's truth, this is how their method of operation, that's fine. That's their thing. You just now know where you stand with them and how to deal with this person, or to remove yourself from being around this person. So give with gratitude and grace. Continue to have gratitude in your heart and be graceful and dignified. It doesn't need to change you, because you know who you are. So we ask the tarot about a little more information about this deceit card. What can Spirit tell us about this deceit card for Virgo for the last 2 weeks in June? What can Spirit tell Virgo about this deceit card for the last 2 weeks in June? What can Spirit tell us? What guidance? Let's change the question. When I'm not giving an answer, sometimes I get the message that you need to change the question. What guidance does Spirit have for Virgo with this deceit card? What guidance does Spirit have? Wow, okay, so we're getting lots of guidance. There we go. Oh, wow. 3? I can do 3. Okay, you have 8 of Wands, Palace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Wow. Okay, so this is some interesting. You are really being given. It's funny how I couldn't get an answer out of Spirit for further information about why this person is behaving this way. Maybe we've already hit the nail on the head. Maybe it's just a miscommunication. It's a different way. You both have different methods of operation. You just don't jive. You're oil and water. It is what it is. But in terms of how you come through it, so with the 8 of Wands, this is communication. It's quick communication. It's almost divine communication. Remember we talked about this egg within you that's hatching and what's being protected here, this intuition, this ability to speak your truth. So I think that's really important going forward with you, is just to speak your truth and do it, honestly, and with gratitude and grace. Honestly and with gratitude and grace. So I'm just gonna put these cards here, because we're gonna put more cards in this area. So the Queen of Cups. So this might be hard, but I'm just the messenger. This is what Spirit is talking about. So in terms of moving forward with this energy, the guidance that you're being given is just to continue to be a loving person and an appreciative person. If you can somehow move forward with this person and just, accept that they are who they are, and I don't want to say love this person, but at least appreciate them for the lessons that they taught you in this situation. Might be a Pisces too. It could be Pisces energy in this. The Sagittarius card, but yeah, it's going to play different for everyone. I don't usually go too deeply in what the zodiacs are in the card, because there's so many different people watching and everyone has a different situation. But there could just be Sagittarius, there could be Pisces energy. So the Palace of Swords, wow, you are really being asked to speak your truth, really in a divine and strong way, and to walk away in a sense if they can't accept your truth. In this tarot deck, there is one step above the king, and that is the palace. So with the Palace of Swords, that's a pretty strong message about speaking your truth and actually being like in your truth within everything that you do. Very strong energy card. Okay, so what else can we get about the Firefly and the Wolf? You know, I want to know about, I think I understand. I'm getting a pretty clear message about Firefly. You know, this is fleeting truth. There may be deceit between, you know, each little light up of truth that comes through. And Wolf has an expectation. But I'm curious about Gazelle. Why Gazelle, to me, looks like Gazelle is just ready to take off. Why is Gazelle ready to take off? Life is a mystery. Thanks, Spirit. Bobcat Spirit. Oh man, you know what? You know, there's sometimes you feel like Spirit is really like giving it to you. But this is one of those situations where I think it's such a degree of differences. You're not going to figure this person out. It's just not doable right now, in this time, in this period of space and time that we are in right now. You are both on such different roads. It's almost like, if you could imagine, you're both blind. One of you is traveling on an old gravel road, or has been traveling on an old gravel road. There's a lot of hills and turns, and the other person in this situation has been traveling on a well-paved highway, and there's not a lot of ups and downs or curves. And then you both sort of, your vehicles meet, and you can't see each other. You can only try to describe what you've been through, but you're like, well, we were both on the same journey. How is yours so different? So I'm getting that message. It's just such a different journey. It's going to be a mystery. You're not meant to figure out why this person is, how they are, or why they're doing what they're doing. This could even be deeper karmic issues that they're dealing with. So it's not something that we should, in a sense, be a part of. You don't want to be pulled into their deeper karmic issues. That's for sure. So life is a mystery. And then embrace that mystery, because this card is also asking us to embrace. With the infinity symbol, with 8 here, to me that's infinity, and it's just the cycle. It's, you know, you're coming in and out of a different cycle. We're all connected. We're all part of the collective consciousness, and this is something that's being opened up to you. So I think it will make more sense as you move forward. You'll have more clarity, and I think you'll have more peace of mind. Just, yes, there's a lot of guidance in terms of how you should proceed, speak your truth, and even try to feel through this. You can't change this person's energy or what's coming towards you. You can walk away from it, speak your truth, and yeah. So I'm looking for cards on Black Eagle, or Black Egg. Black Eagle, that's funny. We got Eagle Spirit and Beaver. So Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Tend to the small things, and Eagle Spirit is, Spirit has your back. So that's actually a really great message. When we talk about the Black Egg, this is Spirit guided. So you are being given some, maybe it doesn't feel like it. I know sometimes it feels like Spirit has forgotten about us, but Spirit is actually here for you right now. As this situation approaches, I feel like you're sort of just waking up to the fact that there is some deceit that's going on in your situation right now with this person. Eagle Spirit is, if we think about an eagle, like an eagle sits and watches a lot, right? Eagle really watches. There's some bald eagles up by where my folks live, and it's quite interesting to watch them sitting up in the trees, and they just sit and they watch and they watch. And then when that eagle decides to take off, everything disappears. Everything disappears. So this, to me, this energy clears out things that are unnecessary. It makes the way clear for communication, in a sense. Eagle's going out there, everything is getting out of the way because it doesn't want to be eaten by eagle. So it's a pretty powerful energy. And Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. And I think that's really kind of cute, the way it comes in underneath Beaver. So Beaver's been really hardworking, and Beaver does tend to all the hard things. So don't let this change your focus or the path that you see for yourself. Continue to work on all those little aspects of your life, and everything will continue to come together It will come together really well. I'm going to give this a really good shuffle. And what I would like to get is more clarity on, we're going to try, we're going to see if the tarot will speak to us a little more freely about this gazelle energy. I just got the message that some of you are sitting here watching this saying, Gazelle can go. I don't care, let Gazelle go. Gazelle wants to leave, let Gazelle leave. And maybe that's the journey for you and Gazelle. So what can Spirit tell us about Gazelle? Is there anything Spirit would share to Virgo about Gazelle energy that we don't know? What do we not know about Gazelle? Okay, I'm going to take, because there's a bunch, so I'm going to take the two that are facing us. The Hanging Man, okay, and Faith. So this is interesting. So this is what we don't know about Gazelle right now, to give us a little bit of insight. So this person is in a very deep and reflective, or they need to go into a very deep and reflective state. They need to look at things in a different way, in a new light. They're also on a spiritual journey, and I think right now you've both learned from one another what it is that you can learn. And that journey, in a sense, I think you have to speak your truths, and you may have to go separate ways in this journey at this point, because this is very deep reflective. Like, this person is going to need to take a lot of time out for themselves. And that's also what's sort of happening in the Hanging Man. They're taking the time out for themselves. They're trying to also, they're being asked by Spirit to see life in a different way, to see situations in a different way. But also, they're, in this card, there is a sense of understanding the universe a little bit better and how they fit into that energy. We have Aquarius and Taurus energy with those two cards there. For those of you that has significance for, I'm getting the message that this Gazelle energy didn't want things to work out this way between the two of you. You may both be, I feel that you both had some sort of a soul contract, you know, prior to coming into life together here on Earth, that this was something that you both agreed on a soul level that you would come together, and that there would be deeper lessons for each of you, and they are hard. So it's important, it's really important not to, because deep down, the people that come into our lives and present the most difficulty for us are often the biggest connections we have from soul to soul. It's only your bestest of friends that will really tell you, you know what, you have spinach between your teeth, right? Like, it really is. People who are the most comfortable with you, who care about you the most, are going to be the ones that step up to give you a lesson, or to say something to you that you may not like them for saying that, but they want you to grow from it, and they want you to present yourself in the best way and not have spinach between your teeth. So yeah, just, you know, gratitude and grace. Gratitude and grace. Oh, I think I'm gonna get a lot of thumbs down in this video, but I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger. Okay, so let's get some guidance. Let's get some tarot guidance for Virgo moving towards this energy, right? So we've already talked about these cards, what Spirit is sort of recommending for you. What can Spirit tell us through the tarot? The Queen of Wands. Well, that's very good energy. Now, the one thing I do note about this deck with the Queen of Wands, she does have a mask on. So typically the Queen of Wands is pretty open with communication. She's pretty open with communicating her desires, and she's also very open to receiving other people's communication with desires. I feel that, you know, you do have the mask on, and we're asking Spirit, you know, what recommendations, what advice does Spirit have for you in this? So hold your cards close to your chest in a sense, or hold your feelings close to your chest. You're being asked to speak your truth. You're not necessarily being asked to just like spill everything and just, you know, just go right out there and just lay everything about yourself out to this person. You don't need to do that. You can keep some cards close to your chest to protect yourself. I'm just going to ask for one final card of advice for Virgo. I'm going to get an extra card for you guys here because this was a tough read. Voila, that looks nice. Leo energy. To me, this is very Leo-ish with the sun, but this is beautiful. This is about, you know, holding the universe in the palm of your hand. Look at how they do that with the strength. Wow, that's pretty good energy to come out of this. So I think what Spirit is trying to tell us that this is a really shitty period of time, but you're about to go into energy that is really, really good. I think as long as you don't get yourself pulled into this person's karmic energy or this karmic lesson, perhaps that you've both gone through, you need to accept it for what it is. And you do need to move on when you feel ready to move on with this, because there's much better opportunities. There's better days ahead for Virgo, for sure, with that card. This card is great. This is like, to me, this is about starting to get your wishes fulfilled, feeling in connection with the flow of life energy. Good things start coming in where things previously felt sort of clogged or backed up in terms of energy and receiving abundance. Oops, here. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow. I've never done this before. There must be a reason for this. Usually I separate my my planets from my zodiac cards, and there's elemental energies in here as well, so I can get you a zodiac, but everything's in here. That's really odd. So let's see why. Let's see what you're going to get in terms of energy around you, zodiac around you, planetary energy that's around you right now. Oh, water. So you're getting the water sign. So perhaps this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, it's not just Pisces that you're dealing with, or it's not just Scorpio or Cancer, but Scorpio is a water sign, and remember what I said. But so some of you may be dealing with someone else in the water sign genre, maybe a Cancer or a Pisces. So that is the energy. That is the zodiac energy that is around you guys. I'm going to get a message from the Divine Feminine through the Goddess cards. So what message or additional information does Divine... Oh, wow. This card came up 3 times in the pre-shuffle. 3 times this card came up when I was pre-shuffling for Virgo. So mastery. Wow, I feel like you're really being asked to focus on what it is that you do in a creative sense. So what is the creative aspect of yourself that you like to focus on? Do you like to play music? Do you like to paint or draw? Do you enjoy photography? Do you write poetry? Whatever it is, if there's something within you, and I know some people even, this is funny. So my brother-in-law, he's a Virgo, and he has a serious addiction to cars. He likes to buy cars and love his cars, and he's always washing and polishing them. So even to me, like something like that is your creative outlet. It's sort of something that allows your mind to be calm and almost like a meditative practice, but in a physical sense. You're doing something that gives you joy. Continue to master that. Continue to master that. Tend to the small things in your life that really give you joy. That's nice. Okay, so now the masculine is speaking quite quickly. So this is the God and Titan. So the masculine energy or advice that we have is renewal. Ooh, yeah, that's excellent. So some of you, I'm sure, are feeling very drained by about what's been going on with this deceitful energy that's around you. You're coming into a renewal. There's energy coming towards you that is going to be very renewing. And I think the key, that if we put the masculine and the feminine messages together in this sense, you're being asked to focus on the little things in life that you really enjoy. Focus on continuing to master those aspects of yourself. And that, in a sense, you're almost like you're going to you're going to renew yourself. It's going to be a different energy than what you've been dealing with over here. Wow. That was quite the way to start my Sunday morning. And please don't attack the messenger. This is from Spirit. This is Spirit. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, give me a thumbs up. Not too many down. A couple up. And yeah, take care of yourself, guys. And see you on the other side of June. Bye.